can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so,
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Dolphins.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Second and 3.
Second and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Gibson's ball carrier. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Mayfield.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Miami.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And now look at him go. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 3rd.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Play is a turnover on downs.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come in with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
the first quarter with no score.
2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Fighting down inside the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
30-yard run.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a play fake. Carr. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On first down, it's Montgomery. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. This is Carr. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run with McFarland. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony McFarland, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Bradley Pinion says
so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's got his man on the comebacker. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Caught on the right side by Jones. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. It's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead.
For the point after.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys up.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Carr now on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carr to throw again. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A give to Montgomery out the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down.
Here's Mayfield. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That one caught by Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Antonio Gibson.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And they get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Not much there, only a yard. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
That's the end.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Mayfield off the play fake. Buying time to his left. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
On 2nd and 11 now. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They begin the drive with McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off-play action. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. First down, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Carr going to throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A big loss on the play brings up second down. Today's final score, Texans 24, Dolphins 10.